Hi, everybody. Dave Woodson, with Prime Real Estate here in Northwest Indiana. Soon to be Lifestyle Real Estate here in the next couple of weeks. Not changing companies, just changing a brand. And we're live in the group. Let's make sure we're live in the group here real quick. Let's go to the group. Let's refresh the group. Because I can see who makes it. I can see the comments. I just can't say who makes the comments. So let's make sure I'm live in the group so I can see everything. I see everything that I wanted to see. And I'm live in the group as we happen. Let's yay, folks. We make better things happen as we go along here. Let's turn the sound down real quick so I don't make there we go. Luke Schrader's in the house. Buddy, I saw your name the other day and I was thinking like I haven't seen you in a long time. How's things going up there in Lansing, Illinois? Lansing, Michigan. That's what it is. Excuse me, while I'm waiting for your answer, I'll open the bottle of wine tonight. Tonight's wine of choice is Gnarly Head. It's a Pinot Noir. I haven't had one of those in a while. So I thought I would try something newish or newer again. And have a Pinot Noir. I love a good Pinot Noir. And tonight's topic is my goals for 2019 and my predictions for 2019. What I'm going to do to achieve my goals for 2019, and so on and so forth. Let's open the bottle of wine up real quick. Yes, I'm lazy, folks. And just like that, we have a fresh bottle of wine. Open just for me. And when I say just for me, the wife's not home yet, so I get it drunk in the next half hour. It's all mine. And I'm stone sober this evening, so we're going to just have fun. Hey, Rob Hernandez, that's a name I haven't seen in a long time. You've fallen out of the algorithm a little bit. I apologize for that. That's I want to say that's Facebook's fault, not my fault. Let's get my notes out here real quick so before we get going here. Because I actually did prepare for tonight's show. It's a rare occasion that I actually do prepare for the show. Is how I probably play this. You guys don't ask questions. I don't have much of a show at all. Let's get here real quick. Hold on. I guess I was truly prepared for the show. I had my notes out of my bag. Shit. One of my goals for 2019 is actually take this show a little broader spectrum and actually be a little more prepared for the show every week and actually make this a full-fledged podcast, start putting it on my own domain name, which is davewoodson.com. Hey, Warren Adams is in the house. Put it on my own domain name. So actually be prepared for these shows. Start having to get more and more better guests. Start talking more slowly so I'm not stuttering as much, which so far, so good. Not stuttering as much as I normally do. My leg is trembling like a son of a gun, but I'm not stuttering like I normally do. And part of that is I'm prepared, and if I'm prepared, I don't stutter. And if I slow down and talk a little bit, if I slow down a little bit, I don't stutter as much, which is a good thing to have from time to time. But I do have show notes right here. So one of my goals for 2019 is actually take this on a broader spectrum. We get my davewoodson.com back up and running like it used to be. Do a regular podcast on there from time to time. Pull the feed off this and make it a live podcast. Scott Hickson's in the house. A lot of old names I haven't seen around here in a long time. So pull the feed off this, pull the audio off this, and make it a full-fledged podcast like I used to. I used to do podcasts back in 2011, 2010, 2012. I think the last one was in 2013, and then I got bored. Not bored, just got too time consuming. It got to be too time consuming, so I quit doing it. And I think I'm going to get back in the habit of doing it again because it's something that I enjoy doing, and I want to track my also want to be able to track my Parkinson's a little bit with it as well. I have not had a drink yet, which I have not had a drink yet. I just opened the bottle of wine up yet. I just opened the bottle of wine, which is a Gnarly Head. There it is, Gnarly Head. It's a Pinot Noir. Getting away from the Malbec for a night or two. But I had Malbecs all weekend. I had a box of Malbec all weekend. I didn't drink the whole box, but came damn close to it. Between the wife and I. That's the three. That's like three bottles of wine over a couple days. So let's get into my 2019 goals, and then at the end of the show, we'll do my predictions for 2019. So I'll be 100% honest, which is more than I can say for some of the coaches and talking bare heads in our industry. I'll be 100% honest, and I'll tell you right now, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018 sucked. 2016, 2017, 2018 all sucked. And 2015 was one of my best years ever. Or maybe it was 2016. 2015 is one of my best year ever. I did 22 deals, and ever since that year, I've sucked. And I'm not going to blame my mom, but both my parents were sick, and my mom had cancer, so a lot of my time was consumed by them. But I'm not laying this at their feet. Oh, was Warren? I have not said that name all night. So without further ado, let's pour the first glass so I can start saying that word. As always, it's a hefty pour. Because why not? I plan on finishing the bottle, so I might as well make it a hefty pour. Ooh, damn, that's a good wine. That's nice. It's Zillow. So I drunk it three times. So my 2017, 2018 totally sucked. Cancer, Parkinson's, but I'm not making excuses. I'm flat out not making excuses at all. I will not make an excuse about those things at all. Because part of that was laziness that was involved in a lot of that. Hey, Reachweiser, laziness was involved in a lot of that. This year, I had plans on doing 25 to 30 deals this year, and I fell way short of that. But I hired a coach midway through the year. He got me on track with a lot of things, but still had to deal with my disease of Parkinson's, my Parkinson's disease, and I'm getting ahead of that a little bit. You guys seen the wire shake? That's me. That's me shaking. That's my hand shaking the wire. So my plan for 2019 is to close 36 deals, 36 sides. And that includes my ideal situation will be 20 listings and 16 buyers. By the end of 2019, I'll have 6. I'm not sure if she's listening or not. I did invite her to the show, so if she wants to come on, she's more than welcome to come on. She's got the link to come on. I will have 6 buyer agents by the end of the year for my new team. My company Prime has switched the pay structures up. If you guys want to know the link, I'll put the link on that on here later. God, I'm surely tremoring the shit out of this thing tonight. I'm changing my pay structure. Well, I'll be going 100% pay structure here by January 1st. And everything I do after January 1st is 100% transaction, 100% commission to me. I pay a monthly transaction. I pay a monthly fee to my company, which I'm fine with doing that. If I was on this plan last year, I would have made $5,000 extra this year, with the same plan that I'm on now. Now, this doesn't make sense for somebody who's up and coming, who's brand new, but they have different pay scales for them. But I'm not here to pitch them. I'm not here to pitch them at all. I'm just telling you what I'm up to in 2019. So I broke it down to 20 sellers and 16 buyers. That's the plan. So the goal is to close 3 a month, and right now I'm on goal to close 2 for January at this point. So I'm already going to be in the hole come February 1st. So I got to close 4 in February. And if history repeats itself, any time in the last 3 years, I've closed 1 in the first quarter of the last 3 years. 1 out of 9 months in the first quarter of the last 3 years, which sucks. I mean, I'll tell you that all day long. But I've always been a last half of the player kind of guy, last quarter kind of guy, or always kind of shine in the last quarter. And this year was no different than any other year. I did very good in the last quarter, the last 2 years. When 2017, when both my parents died in November, I closed 3 in December because I had to get shit done. So I had to close 3 in December. And which henceforth I closed 1 in February of this year. So this year is the first year out of 12 months in the first quarter that I actually closed 2. I actually closed 1 in the first quarter of the year. Wow, I screwed that up. In the last 3 years, I've closed 1 in the last 9 months of the first quarter. That makes sense what I'm saying? I hope you guys understand that. If you guys don't, then it's really my fault. Hey, David Calloway, how you doing tonight, buddy? And this might be your first time on the show. If it is, I apologize. I don't have anything prepared, but I do have something prepared tonight. But if you got a question, feel free to ask away, and I'm glad to answer it for you. So I plan on having 20 sellers, and how I plan on getting there, I need to have 10 to 20 conversations a day. How I plan on having 10 to 20 conversations a day, you ask? Expireds, canceled for some owners, for rent by owners. That's a new one that I'm going to be trying this year for rent by owners. Circle prospecting, my A-list, my sphere of influence, past clients. And I'm just going to keep calling and calling and calling. If I get a lead from any source, it's going to be 3 times the first 3 times a day for the first week, and then 3 times for 3 days for the next week. It's going to be 3 for the first month until they answer me or tell me to go fly a kite. My goal is to quit stuttering so much, and then how I do that is to slow down and speak. You speak clearly. I noticed I called myself today talking to someone. I got stuttering with her, and I stopped. I was like, "Go into radio voice, Dave." So I went into radio voice and said, "Hi, how you doing?" And I answered her questions just like this, my deep radio voice. This is what gets the wife all hot and bothered. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave Woodson, and welcome to Night Talk. I'll take your love request on the love line right now. I mean, everybody's just shutting the door on me right now. Be that way. Some of the tools that I'm using are Land Voice and what's the other one I'm using? Land Voice and give me a second, I'll tell you what it is. I pay for Land Voice, and I get God, where is it? Pay for Vortex, Redx. I get Redx through my company. Thanks, David. I appreciate it, buddy. Not everybody's gone. The good news about what I like about this show is they may skip it now because this is a hard slot to get everybody to tune in. Monday Night Football's on. Dirty John's on. I think Dirty John's on right now. Magnum PI's on. It's always the view after the fact. Tracy Jones is in the house. How you doing tonight, Tracy? Yeah, she just signed off. That was quick. So it's the views after the fact that I enjoy. I like RedX, but I share it with my company. With one of the people that are using it is me and another guy. And him and I've kind of come to an agreement that he'll stay out of one area and I'll stay out of the other area. But we had another guy that was on there, and he said, "Screw you guys! I'll just do everything I want to do." And he kind of pissed off people that we were calling. But he's not with the company because he's a jackass. Spurs game on. So you'll see San Antonio. I'll be down in San Antonio in April this year or next year. I got a buddy that's a cop. He's a cop. He's a police detective in San Antonio. I've never been to San Antonio, but I'm looking forward to getting down to that point. I'm a huge Davy Crockett fan. Dr. Evil's in the house. Dr. My Eyes. But I do like RedX. I'm liking Land Voice a little better. They give you email addresses. If they can find email addresses, they give you email addresses. So I'm gonna start hitting it that way. I will, David. I will. I'm gonna start hitting the email addresses too, and I'm gonna start signal prospecting around my leads, around my listings, around other people's listings as well. I don't know what else is doing it. I know for a fact no one else is signal. I don't know one other guy in my area that's signal prospecting. So I will not be doing it on his leads. I'll be doing it on someone else's leads. I'll be down there for the Club Wealth listing agent boot camp. I'm a Club Wealth client. I'm a Club Wealth client, and you could be too. That's who I get to my coaching class. To my coaching is through. So that's one of my pillars. My pillars. I'm using Realtor.com right now, and I'm using Zillow, which I got a drink now. That I said the Z word. Jim Vanis in the house. Jim, I need to reach out to you and get you on the show for next year sometime. This is the wrap up show, and last week we had Misha Thompson on. He did 36 deals this year, 37 deals this year. So much nicer than the basement. So I got a clothes basket sitting right there, which I forgot to move. And I was folding clothes here yesterday while I was watching a movie on my computer. Got my tripod in the back there. I got my extra computer sitting over there, and nuts sitting over there. So yeah, it is a lot better than the basement. I will give you that. But I missed the basement. The basement was hardwired in. This is Wi-Fi'd in. David, I kind of got away from video the last quarter for some reason, but I actually did one. I did a live video the other day. I'm gonna actually start doing live on my personal page, 1 to 3 times a week. At this point, I'm gonna start doing it 1 to 3 times a week. I did it the other day and got 1 lead out of it, and I posted it on LinkedIn, Facebook. Did live on Facebook, ripped it from Facebook, posted it to LinkedIn, posted it to Nextdoor, which Nextdoor is gonna be my big hit for next year. And I got 1 lead out of it. I got two other kind of lukewarm maybe possibilities down the road. People are catching people's eyes, catching their attention a little bit. I'm not going to overdo it on Nextdoor, but I'm going to start posting some video to look at Nextdoor. But video is one of the things that I'm kind of I love video. I've done video since day one. I mean, I was doing video back in 07, 08, where I actually had to put it on tape and then digitize it, which was a pain in the ass. And editing it you couldn't edit it to save your life. Boone's Farm, Harley, it's already had Pinot Noir. But next year I'm gonna do more live, and not for my business page either. I'm gonna do. I did miss you, Mike. Don't think that I didn't. I'm gonna do live from my personal page more and more. I'm gonna get back and do my top 5 videos, top 5 listings of the week, or top 5 homes of the week, featuring a lot of doing that again. I'm not gonna do stupid stuff on video. I'm not gonna do skits or anything like that. I don't like that. I think it makes this look cheap. Makes us look car salesy a little bit. I'm not going to do costumes or anything like that. But I'm going to provide value. If it's a little funny, let it be a little funny. I'm going to feature some local businesses as well. And I'm on the chamber, so I want to make sure that I feature some local businesses. It'll be edited to an extent, but it's also not going to be professionally edited. It's going to be edited by me, which I'm not a good editor. But it's going to make sure that the local businesses that are featured. I'm also going to be doing some things that are going to be sneaky and underhanded. If you're a local realtor and you have a YouTube channel and you monetize that channel, I'm going to advertise on it. There's ways to do it. I do prefer live over edited. I think live is much more personable. You know, like this right now, I may be able to answer questions. It's by the seat of your pants. You have to be prepared to do it, but you can do it by the seat of your pants. I'm seeing a lot of interaction by a local news station here in the areas. WNDU, which is out of South Bend, they're going live every day with a major news story. When I say major to the area, they're getting a lot of views. So I'm actually going to start doing the same thing on my end as well, and the business page. Like tonight, I should have gone live from my daughter's band concert and and just did something from there. But I didn't. I didn't think of it till just right now. But the video has been a huge part of my business in the last 4 or 5 years. I've gotten away from doing some things on video, like the top 5. I got bored with doing it, but I'm going to get back into doing it again this year because I was having agents come to me all the time going, "Hey, you're the guy that does live videos, or you're the guy that does the top 5." And you're right, I am the guy that does top 5. And so I need to get back into doing it again. And I would have people come up to me at Strax and say, "Yeah, you're the guy that does top 5." And yes, I am. So I'm starting to build up a fan base that way. So I guess you're going to get back into doing it again because it needs to be done. Because no one else is doing it here locally, and no one else is doing it well. There's 1 or 2 guys that are doing it very well, but they don't do it. It was 40 degrees here today, Mike. No one's really doing it well and doing it regularly at this point. And I need to be doing it regularly before I need to worry about doing it well. So, and to me, that's the trick of doing video, is doing it regularly. I'm not stuttering my words. I'm having a hard time saying regularly. I'm not drunk yet. This is still my first glass, Mike Holbrook. I know you're going to go with that one. And Facebook likes live over edited. So does YouTube. At this point, YouTube wants to go live. In fact, I think next year when I start doing this, having it live on one channel and then having it live on YouTube as well. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and then edit and try to get someone to edit it for me and do the highlights and put them on LinkedIn for me as well. Or I'm gonna start downloading these on a regular basis and putting them on LinkedIn, on YouTube. And no, he was invited. I think Maribel's got him under lock and key. She got the chains on him tonight or this year. But I invited them both. What else did I want to say about that tonight? So predictions for 2019. We're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna put a bow on this thing tonight and wrap it up. No, I can't say bow. That's someone else's gimmick. I'm not gonna play a bow. We're gonna tie the dog up and throw the dog outside if he doesn't quit barking. Rates will hit 5.5% to 6% in 2019. Keep that in mind. But here's one very interesting statistic. And if you're part of the 73%, you're screwed. I'm going to use it against you. If 73% of 73% of active agents right now have never seen a 5% rate environment. I have, because I did mortgages at 6 and 7%. And when they started going to 4 and 5, I was raking it up. Hey, Greg Pace, what's going on, buddy? So keep that in mind. If you're one of the 27% of agents who've seen a 5% rate, keep that in mind, because you're gonna need that ammunition when you competing against these younger agents. You're gonna see some fall in 2019. You're gonna see a lot of agents fall out because they can't hack the higher interest rates because they won't be able to close many deals they did this year. You're gonna see younger agents who undercut your commission fall to the wayside. I've had my commission cut. Well, Warren, I was alive in the Carter years, but I wasn't buying a house back then. My parents bought a house back then. They bought a house in 73 when it was like 20% interest rate. And they paid the damn house off at that point. But at that point, they paid $35,000 for their house, and it was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, all brick ranch. Now with 1 acre in the middle of nowhere. With a barn. Well, we built the barn after the fact, and I think they sold for $89,000. I think in 1987. I was 18 then. So 73% of active agents right now have not seen a 5% environment. So keep that in mind. Use that to your advantage if you have to. Deals will be tougher to close in 2019. I had a counter offer tonight where the guy said once we get through the inspection period, the first one needs to be non-refundable. And I said, that's bullshit. Because deals fall apart for the stupidest reason sometimes. Whether it's my fault, your fault, your buyer's fault, your seller's fault. I burped. Sorry, Warren. I burped, Warren. I apologize. Deals fall apart all the time. My fault, your fault, buyer's fault, seller's fault, bank's fault, title's fault. It's going to be refundable. And I said, and I said at this point in 2019, if they're flippers in 2019, they're going to have to get used to deals falling apart because that's just the nature of the business at this point. Deals are going to fall apart in 2019, no matter what you do. Rates are going to change. Rates are going to change. The guidelines are going to change on you. I mean, when I was doing deals in 2009, 2010, I'd have someone approved one day, and the next day they weren't approved anymore because I had pizza before I started, and I had a Coke too, or Diet Coke. Diet Coke. I'm the big kahuna. And also, what else could happen in 2019 is I could find a new home for Wine with Woodson. Not that I'm looking for a new home, but I could take it someplace like my own personal channel and run it that way. That's anything is possible in 2019. Anything is possible in 2019. What else did I have written down for 2019? You're going to see flippers get out of the investors get out of the business. If you got investors right now that are buying up homes, you're going to start seeing them fall to the wayside at this point. Deals aren't going to be there anymore. But 2021, 2021, 2022, investors are going to come back in the market pretty strong. Keep that in mind. I almost guarantee that. Fannie Mae starting to wane off a little bit. REOs starting to wane off a little bit. But you're going to start seeing some of the hedge funds start selling off some of their stock. I think we saw a little bit of shadow inventory out there right now. And they should have released some of that. They could have made some money this summer, and they screwed up. They really screwed up on not releasing their inventory in a timely fashion. So what do you guys think? What are some predictions that you guys have for 2019? Or even 2020 at this point? What are some of your goals you guys want to achieve in 2019? Told you mine. And what if a couple of those work out? We'll be back here talking about them again. I think you're going to see the Owls Group grow in 2019. We're going to hit 40,000 in 2019. What else did I miss? It's going to be my year of not making excuses. I didn't make any excuses this year. I'm not going to make excuses next year. Excuse me. Pardon me. I apologize. It is a temporal day today. My ex got hit by a bus and did not top it off. I lost my job as a bus driver. Terrible day today, Mike. My ex got hit by a bus and I top it all off. I lost my job as a bus driver. Well, Mike, you win some and you lose some. Like when I hear movies like Bad Santa says, they all can't be winners, kid. And they can't all be winners, kid. They can try, but they won't all be winners. But I'm having a different outlook for 2019. I'm going to have a little more positive attitude. It was kind of funny today. We had no, I'm not going to go there. I can't go there. Yeah, but it was kind of funny. I'm glad someone got screwed today. And tonight her afternoon got wasted. While mine, on the other hand, was fruitful. Wrote an offer today. I've countered an offer today. And plan on writing one on Wednesday as well. But I got big plans in 2019. I think I will achieve my goals in 2019. I have faith that I will do that. I don't have these little pissant new agents piss me off. Oh, Greg, that'll happen. I promise you. That'll happen. I promise you. You gotta send me some deals too, buddy. It's a two-way street. You know, I don't tremble when I drink. That's why I drink. So any parting questions before we get out of here? Because I can keep talking all night. I'm not sure you guys want me to either. So one of my goals for 2019, I'm tier 1 right now at Club Wealth. I plan on being tier 3 by the end of the year. And that's after the listing agent boot camp is in April. I plan on being tier 2 by the time that rolls around. I plan on being tier 3 by the time Christmas comes around next year. So I've got big plans for that. And one of my long-term goals is to have a team here and a team in Florida. So I'm Reed Schweizer. I'm coming after your neck of the woods. That's another burp. I apologize. I'm the same way, Mike. There's people jogging down the street. I just turn the dog loose on them. You want to run? Run, you bastards! Let the dog run chase you, for Christ's sake. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. You guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. And I will. Chances are I will not do another wine with Woodson at this time schedule because next week is Christmas Eve, and Christmas Eve is meant to be somber and silent night, as the song goes. We'll be watching Die Hard at some point next week or two, and after that is New Year's Eve, and I'll not do one then, but I may do one between now and then. Just kind of come out and say something, and so keep your eyes open for that to happen. Follow me on LinkedIn. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. I'm easy to find. Just look up Dave Woodson. I own it all. I own it all. It's all mine. Mine, I say. All right, guys. Have a great night, and I will talk to you. If I don't talk to you before the end of the year, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good night, Greg. Good night, Mike. Good night, Dave. Who else is on with me tonight? Yes, good night, Reed. Good night, Jim Morgan. Good night, Andrew. Good night, Mary Shannon. Good night, Jessica. And to all Alex Malente, I'm just getting off right now, buddy. We're signing off right now. Gonna have to have you on for next year as well, because we rescheduled once and twice, and then it gets screwed up, and then I never got back with you, and it's my fault, 100% my fault. It's 100% my fault. But we'll get it done, I promise, next year. On that note, you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you next year. Oops. Next year, guys. See you then.